we're going to still use the main image example to illustrate how global elements may be used. Well, we did actually define a nice empty element, but I really don't like this. See, you have this main image, have this all those namespace declaration in namespace tag, in main image tag. I think it makes better sense for us to create the wander example as a parent element for main image. So we're going to do that. So in the design view, we already have main image as a global element, and I'm going to create a second global element called wander. And this wander going to have a sequence, right? Because it's going to be a complex element holding main image. So I'll make it a sequence. And in this sequence, I'm going to append an element. As you can see, now you have a choice. Because main image is now defined as a global element, the system put it in a list of possible elements you may use. If this element was not defined globally, you won't see main image here. So we're going to make sure that we use image, right? So now we have wander. Wander contains multiple main image, and this image is actually referred to this image. We could add other things here. For example, we can add another element called a new element called name, right? And make the type add the attributes the type. Let's just make it a string to make it simple. Okay, so we saved it, and now let's go back to our example. Let's try to validate it and see if it is still valid. It's going to be interesting. We'll see this document is still valid. You may wonder why this document is still valid. Because we wanted, it seems like we wanted to have wander as a parent, the root element. But because we defined the main image as a global element, you actually could use main image as the root element. So this part of the definition becomes irrelevant. So when you have elements defined globally, any of those global elements may be used as a root element. If we wanted to actually include wander here, then the system starts to complain. Okay, you not follow the XML schema because wander must have name and it must have main image. So that's actually what we wanted, right? We can copy all those schema declaration and paste it here. Let's make sure that I have it, and then remove all that. And our source need to have a value, so now we can validate it. Now it's valid. So to make a point, this example shows that the global element, any of the global element can be used as a root element. If you start from wander, the system will ask you for main image and the name. If you use main image as the root, you are only expect to provide the source attribute. And what is a local element? Name is a local element. It is not global. It is only visible in wander. So if you actually add anything, append another child, name does not show up here as a choice for you. Only main image and wander will be because they're globally defined. Okay, this concludes this demonstration. I hope that makes sense to you.